According to Psychology Today, relatives of suicide victims have a 2.1 to 2.7-fold risk of also committing suicide. According to the National Institute on Alcohol Abuse and Alcoholism, children of alcoholics are 4 times more likely to develop alcoholism themselves. And according to the National Institute of Health, children of parents who abuse drugs are up to 79% more likely to abuse drugs themselves. And let's look at one more here. A study published in the New York Times found that girls whose fathers abandoned the family before the age of 6 were more than 5 times more likely to end up pregnant as a teenager. However, this differed for girls who lost their father due to death. The girls who lost their fathers by death were not more likely to end up pregnant. That's a very telling statistic. It was the fathers who abandoned their families, who left off doing their God-given duties to be the protector and the provider of their home, who opened wide the door to sin. Their daughters suffered a very negative outcome. But when the father simply died, in which case there was no sin involved, then that was not the case. Non-believers do not understand this, and so of course they scramble to come up with other explanations because they cannot deny the phenomena of these generational tragedies that seem to be inherited. So they say that it's environmental, that they're doing what they saw their parents doing, or they say that perhaps it's genetic. Of course, they have to come up with secular explanations. To be clear, there certainly are genetic factors that can cause a predisposition to a certain behavior, but the biggest factor of all is the spiritual, and that's the one that they'll never bring up. However, as Christians, we should always look for the spiritual impact and evaluate with that understanding in mind. You must understand that we are not judged for the sins of another, but we still have to deal with the consequences of that sin. This spiritual truth is echoed in our physical world. If an irresponsible father or mother gambles the family savings away, then the whole family will have to deal with the struggles of becoming destitute. It is the same in the spiritual realm. Demons are going to tempt you into the same sins that your parents made.